Warning. The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by me on the channel are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it's not serious, it is not real, none of it. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves or anybody else. Also, I do not encourage you to try this at home. I'm a trained professional who doesn't have your best interest at heart, or my own. Enjoy the video.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Haikata. Today, bro, we're recapping the Streamer Awards drama, bro. So if you don't know what the Streamer Awards, it's basically ran by QT Cinderella. If you don't know who she is, she's a famous live streamer. And a lot of shit went on this weekend. There is too much of it to cover. So I just really want to cover mainly two things. One of them is just basically the whole entire shit about the stock guy overhearing Dez from the Clover Boys. And if you don't know who Dez is, I'm going to put a clip on here right here so you can get a little glimpse of who he is.
New York City, not upstate New York.
See?
Big New York City.
See?
New York City.
See?
New York City. New York City. New York City. New York City.
See?
New York City.
See, gang?
You fake ass New Yorkian.
You're literally
Fuck
missing
up,
the
nigga.
So after you've seen that, if you are from the hood or just even an inkling of living in the city, you could tell that that is a YN or a hood nigga, bro. So he is by far the most furthest from a streamer that you could possibly get within that lane. I feel like when you're having these awards, like the Streamer Awards and stuff like that, I would put like the Poggers community on, like, I would say like more the normie side, and the W and L community is more like BET Awards, bro. Like there's no other way to put it, bro. So when you have those two different, like, you got the Country Music Awards and you got the BET Awards colliding, bro, it's a fucking recipe for disaster. The reason why I say that was over the weekend there was some jokes, I would say, being made expense of, like, I'm just going to say overarching, like, the AMP Clover Boys, just because I feel like both ends was just fucking crazy. I get that, you know, people may have different friendships with, like, you know, QT Cinderella, fan, and all that shit versus the Clover Boys and how they feel with each other and all that. Or even like community-wise, and I feel like this was the first glimpse of realizing the shit that is said online does not necessarily fly in the face of, like, the creators. Because if you guys remember last year, QT Cinderella did have a really good joke last year, and it was about Dr. Disrespect, the shit with the minors and things like that. Like that shit, chef kiss. It had a good delivery, it had good context, and it wasn't bad because we already know that nigga's a fucking weirdo. But when Fan was going around and basically roasting, and I don't really necessarily blame Fan for it. Like, yeah, she could have been a grown-ass adult and could have pivoted and been like, maybe with the documentary coming out of Diddy and all the shit he was accused of there, like, you know, basically killing Biggie, the shit that he did with women, maybe it's not the greatest thing that I, you know, maybe make this joke about Kai Cenat and all that shit that he does. But that was, like, not even the only one, but I feel like the one that really broke, like, the Clover Boys, like, backs for that night was more necessarily the joke about Streamer U. I feel like with Streamer University, I know that was, like, literally the last video I covered, like, on this channel, and now it's kind of full circle. We're going back to it. Probably not going to do a part two. The gap between that is way too long. But, like, let's be for real, like, Streamer University, whether you agree with it or not, was something really big for the platform. Not only did it win Best Streamed, I think it was Event this whole entire year, alongside Mafia-thon 3 for the best thon segment, basically. I don't fucking remember all the quote-unquote categories because it's really not that relevant to what we're here for today. But the reason why I'm saying this is because apparently the stock guy, if you don't know what he does, I've heard of him a little bit before. He just, like, covers stocks and trading and all that stuff. I feel like back in not 2018, that was a little bit too far. Like, maybe like 2022, 2023, I've seen him like a couple of times on my Twitch page. Seen it a little bit, but nigga, stocks, that's way above my education level. I ain't following along. But respect to him and all he does. But apparently he was in the bathroom, and I think in this clip he says it, but there was another clip I also seen that, you know, he's friends with Fan Fan. So for me, that's where a little bit of bias comes from. Like I'm not gonna look at XQC's view, Asmongold's view, because I kind of feel like we already know where they're gonna kind of lean. Not necessarily like I'm against XQC or Asmongold. I am a juicer, but at the same time, like some of the shit that XQC does is kind of self-inflicted, and then when shit comes back to him, it's dude, it's just my opinion. Like come the fuck on, like XQC, we get it, bro. But at the same time, when you stick your nose in other people's business, bro, like when shit flag backs at you, bro, you just keep be like, well, it needs to be better than, bro. If they would have made a comment on why you got kicked out of the Overwatch League, bro, and that's why you ain't around, bro, you would be pissed. You'd be sitting at the homophobia, transphobic table with FaZe, nigga. Like, let's be for real. Let's be for real. So, and I'm an XQC fan, and I'm not going to be here, sit dense, and be like, XQC should be there. Like, if you are a brand risk, you may not be there. Rakai next year, he's a brand risk. Shit, bro, he may be with Kick, he may be with Cuffham and the rest of them. Because the QT Cinderella shit that I'm going to get to that part is crazy. So the reason why I'm saying this is because, like, it was a lot. And I feel like there is a disconnect between, I would say, the WL community and the Poggers community on just, like, language and African American vernacular English. I ain't saying all that bullshit because that's a gentrified version. It's just saying slang, nigga. Because every single city got different slang. Boston, where I'm from, we got different slang, nigga. So when I say on dead dogs, I do not mean on your mama's dead Yorkie, my nigga. I mean on the metaphorical, like you know, on my dead homies, nigga. Like that's how you feel. Like that's what we mean. So when you go to New York, like New York got some crazy slang, and Dez is a hood nigga. He's from Brownsville. If you don't know where Brownsville is, my nigga, Mike Tyson. Yes, the Iron Mike, nigga. He's from Brownsville. So you can just kind of get a glimpse of how niggas in Brownsville are a little bit wired. Let's be for real. And I don't necessarily, like, when I was hearing what Stock Guy was saying, when we hear it, I'm going to tell you what I understand of just being like a black person, like, you know, just dealing with hood niggas all the time. And then I'm going to kind of translate on it because it is crazy. And then we're going to hear Dez's point because when Dez says it, you'd be like, oh, it really is just a fucking nothing burger. Got taken completely out of context with the understanding of like where he's coming from and the language that he's using. Yes, is it vulgar? Is it demeaning? Yes. But is it classified as like him, like Dez trying to commit sexual assault on somebody? I feel like that's the complete like jumping to the other side of the spectrum of where like he was coming from. It was more coming from a place of anger, but without further ado, we're gonna see where the Stock Guy comes from, and then we're gonna put my 2 cents in, and then we're gonna go from there.
That kind of like did it. Oh, true story. I don't know if I should tell you this or not. So I'm in the middle, right? And I see them down there, and I hear the guy take the mic about if you're gonna tell a joke, at least make it funny. I didn't even get the joke or whatever. And then we went to an intermission.
And that's the other thing. If you tell a joke and nobody even understands the joke, that's the fucking issue, bro. If you telling a joke and bro, I'm trying to keep this shit on one track, but I guess we gonna have to do it like this too.
You broke the record for the most expensive haircut and the least educational university.
And I feel like the haircut thing, the educational
congratulations
university,
to you.
That's where Kyle was like, I don't really think so. I don't really fuck with that. And you've seen mad people like Lola Asian Bunny and a lot of streaming you people like really saying like, nah, bro, like that shit was really motivational and helpful. Like you can't put down some of the streamers who were putting on really good classes. Two to come to mind is Agent about his business class and Dante about dealing with shit. Because those are two different shits that you can put into your real life. Or even with content creating, that you could do that on either of the smallest scale spectrum or the larger scale.
Thank you. Oh, and also, congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
And you can hear it was and you can see Marcus. Marcus is Agent's cameraman. I'm gonna call him. He's a Clover boy in training, bro. He's an agency, bro. Like you can see people at that table. As pixelated as Twitter is, they're just like, oh, that landed flat. And then I assume Tyler was saying something because she was walking this way. Everybody's eyes dart to that side of the table. You can see Marcus like, oh shit, Fan should have kept walking. Once she turned around, I'm sorry. This is when you as a host, you should be like, ooh, this nigga's tight. You're basically creating a Miley Cyrus and Nicki Minaj situation without realizing it. She's coming back. He's like, oh, nah, why did you come back? Marcus is like, fan, please don't. Everybody's smiling. As soon as I seen it was Tyler's hand, I said, oof. If he's doing splits in front of LeBron James in the air like he's a cheerleader, why do you think he ain't gonna do splits with his man KC300, bro?
If you all gonna be on the mic, now turn this shit on.
This is what I was like. I was like sitting in the bed, bro, after moving, bro. Me and my girl sitting here, bro. This is when we both started. Oh shit, we were just
Turn this shit on. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
And that's a fair thing. The whole entire thing about that was when she said it, it wasn't necessarily that it was like funny. You have to explain.
Have a good night.
You thought it was funny. Everybody did it.
Here. Do you?
And I think Kai was gonna say something, but I think Kai was just like, nah, I just gotta talk to my man's off of the thing.
Do you want
Homeboy right here is just covering his face, trying not to
do a
laugh.
joke?
Oh no, I thought he was on his phone. Damn.
No.
And his no got more laughs than the original joke made. So that's my point of when you are gonna make these jokes in front of these people that you don't know, let it be funny. So this is basically right after this segment into the next intermission before I think a different award. I think the breakout streamer of the year, if I'm not mistaken, the one that adapted one.
I go down, I go down to the bathroom. As I walk in the bathroom, I hear somebody come in and go, yo, fuck that bitch. Man, fuck that bitch. I'll fucking toss that bitch. Well, I'll fucking knock her fucking teeth out. How's she gonna suck dick with no teeth?
And at that point, that's when I knew, oh, this was completely taken out of context in his like brain, because he doesn't be around these people, obviously. So, and that's okay. I ain't trying to say he gotta go chill with some niggas on the block, bro. He ain't saying that. But basically, what Des is already saying, you could kind of get the inferences of, oh, this bitch is out here, basically like double hand twisting my man Kai with teeth. You supposed to suck dick with no teeth. You're supposed to get that sloppy toppy. The W glaze, you know what I mean? Like that's what he's saying without it being like that. So he's just saying it the more vulgar way because he's hot. His boy just got disrespected in front of 200,000 people online, people in that venue, fans who came to pay up in the rafters with his fans, friends, family, all that shit, bro. And he's being making fun of. So of course his man gonna be in there talking shit, like, you know?
Man, fuck that bitch. Who the fuck she thinks she... And I was like, oh my God.
And being like, I'm gonna toss that bitch. I don't even think that's inside of like Dez's like terminology. Cause like even if that was, bro, like toss the bitch, like get out of here. Like simple, it could just be like 1 and 2 equals 3. This man, I feel like he just assumed because the vulgarness of like, you know, dick sucking and all that other shit, bro. Like he took it way too seriously. And the people in the chat, the Kai Simp killed the vibes. Bro, if any of your favorite streamers or whoever got violated or disrespected in front of that many people, bro, you're gonna do that, bro. And if your boy would not ride out for you like that, bro, that is not your fucking boy, bro. If niggas is talking shit behind your back and it ain't coming back to you from your homies, bro, them niggas is ain't with it. And like they said, bro, right? Like Tyler said, bro, if you're gonna make a joke, at least make it funny.
And then he started saying some shit about, I don't want to repeat it, about some things that are assault-wise that he's going to do. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, this guy really fucking, I thought it was a bit.
And my thing is, when you don't say what you heard because you feel like it's going to the sexual assault-wise, as saying, bro, at that point, my nigga, you got to say it. Because what you're doing is opening up so many avenues of this man to get railroaded and get backdoored when it just sounds like he just don't want his man out there and getting violated up there on the thing because homegirls out there because they dick sucking. Like let's call this, we can call them a spade. If you don't understand what dick sucking means, bro, them niggas is like bad glaze. This is L glaze. All teeth gnawing on your shit, bro. Like from Rikai with the other comment about like him stealing and all the other shit. Even that's why he got banned and all of that, bro. If people don't know who Rikai is and his first experience is you making thief jokes and he's a black man, especially with this political climate in America on X with the bots and everything, you're perpetuating that stereotype and it's just going to keep going back in circles and circles and circles. And it's not good, bro, for little homie, bro.
And this dude's in the bathroom talking about he's gonna straight up fucking beat the shit out of her and do some horrible things to her. And I was coming out of the bathroom and I was like, yo man, are you okay? Like you
Usual suspects, I'm sure. Like,
good?
You know what I mean?
And he looked at me like this, and his friend goes, man, he's just from New York.
City. See? New York City. New York City. New York City.
And then they both left. And I was,
The funnier thing is, when I first heard this story on Twitter, I just like, yeah, that gotta be Punga. That gotta be my nigga Punga. If it ain't Punga, bro, it gotta be Reggie. Like, it gotta be one of the niggas. And if not, it's whatever. And that's what I mean by, like, we just assume and speculating as fans.
like normally it's none of my business and I don't get involved in it, but I'm thinking to myself, do I need to talk to somebody? Like, is this dude like just doing that? And then I realized we're also at a Streamer Awards and his boys are around.
Somebody in chat, they like it toothless in NYC. So it's either somebody who knows a little bit of cracking the joke, but unironically, like, when you're saying things like that, like, it ain't bad. The W community are a bunch of thugs, like.
So I'm like,
you
I gotta
check
keep an
that
eye
shit
on this
out.
shit. Like, he'll
This
probably
is
cool
what
down
I'm
through the night, but
witness.
this dude really lost his shit. Like, I thought it was a bit, but then in the bathroom, this dude's straight up talking about how he wants to fucking, like beat her up, like break her fucking teeth in, and then like you know obviously saying some shit, like talking about beating the shit, like actually physically beating her, and then moved on to like actual SA shit with her. And I'm like, dude, this dude is like taking this shit too far. So like I was like, I'm gonna keep an eye on this dude. If he like doesn't cool down, I'm gonna have to go talk to somebody, because like that's just like, I get that you're talking in front of your boys, but you can't say that shit. You can't say that shit. You know what I mean? And so, but that was it. But I thought it was a bit. I literally thought it was a bit. I really thought it was a bit.
Bro.
I really did.
It's a little bit of softness on his end, because if you feel like it was even like that, even an ouncy bit, and you out here trying to get your fucking moment and your clicks, and you trying to be the hero if something happens and pops off later, bro, you ain't even like being real to the fact of trying to defend her as a good human being, my nigga. You out here trying to get clip and clout and all that other shit, bro. And you can say, oh no, he's like, no, bro. If you heard that shit and you actually feel like that, bro, I would have been like, hey, yo, security, bro, I just heard this shit in the bathroom, bro. Y'all gotta like talk to him, keep an eye on him or something, bro. And if you just keeping that shit to yourself and you just watching and just waiting to get on stream to say shit, my nigga, then you ain't really out there about the business of what you talking about. You out there trying to defend people X, Y, and Z. Because to me, it's just like you a little bit of clout chasing. You just trying to put one of them niggas in a headlock, bro. Like, until security gets there, bro. Like, you just trying to get your flowers and roses. Like, I don't necessarily understand, like, if you felt that passionate about getting police and everybody else involved, why come they wasn't involved? And you telling this on your stream, bro. And
then the dude just started losing his fucking mind. So I'm like, I don't even know his name. I just remember that I was taking a piss and this guy was losing his fucking mind. And he was really upset about it. So I was like, man, I'm going to keep an eye on this dude, because like if this dude does, like still starts acting like, I'm going to have to say something, you know? But if he's just...
Nigga, you heard something, say something, nigga. What you mean if he do something, bro? Then you equally as complicit as he is, because you already know what's going on. The fuck?
Trying to act from his boys, you know, like I get it. But you can't, you get it, man. And I know fan too, so like I gotta look out for her. You know what I mean? Like,
and if you really cared about her that much, you would have been let security know, QT know, fan know, like, hey yo, bro, one of the Kai's people, bro, they bugging the fuck out, bro.
Like some people take shit too far. I guess the guy cooled down eventually.
The only person allowed to do bits in the bathroom is Dr. Disrespect. And that's what I mean by, like, niggas, like, the joke part. But I don't understand why any of that even got to this point, bro. But thankfully
fucking knock her fucking teeth out. How's she gonna...
Thankfully Tyler's thing right here.
He's not
right into this.
Like, it's not even chat. I ain't gonna lie. There's no reason to scream. Ace would appreciate. There's no reason to scream, get loud. Like, he just was not talking about me.
Yeah.
But
suck dick with no teeth. Man, fuck that bitch. Who the fuck she thinks she... And I was like, oh my God.
The only person to talk like that, let's be real, is Dez. Like, let's call it spade a spade. I fuck with Kai, I fuck with the Clover Boys, bro, but let's be real. We all know it's Dez. And then basically he wants to go on to the next stream the day after. So if that was Sunday, this is Monday, I believe. And then he basically want to retract some of it.
As an agenda, everyone is going to try and spin it the way they want. All I said is that after that event, I was in the bathroom.
Yep.
And someone said some really fucked up shit.
Yeah, okay. We're just going to speed through
And now everyone has decided to put a name to it.
Yeah. Because who knows, Dez?
I'm racist. I'm a
I would not say you're a racist necessarily, but I'd say that you got a little bit of microaggressions you got to work on, my nigga. Like your chat's calling them thugs. What minority was that? Like, I don't know his political affiliation or whatever it is, bro. But if you just saying you ain't racist, but you letting shit like that fly, W community is a bunch of thugs and all that shit in your chat. You know your moderation team ain't even dealing with it, bro. You are equally a part of the problem as you try to say that you're not. Like, you have to hold kind of like your own accountability of yourself as a man, but also not only as a man, but also somebody with a lot of like, you know, a lot of push and pull in your community, bro. Because obviously, I feel like the stock community necessarily may not involve too many people from the WL community in terms of like viewership crossover. Is what the niggas was saying in your chat. And we just seen this out of this video that I'm doing, bro. It's insane because it's like, bro, it's crazy because now you're trying to
clout chaser. Oh, no matter what you do, I'm getting
yes.
death threats.
Yes. I feel like I agree with everything from the racism part. I'd switch that to microaggressions and unchecked biases. And for the part about clout chasing, bro, if you felt like her life was really in danger and her safety, not even her life, if her safety was even a little bit in like, you know, in some type of like concerning way and that you feel like her safety is at risk, how come you ain't tell nobody? And you telling people online instead of people at the venue to make sure that they could have the proper channels and all this stuff to check them people. So it is a little bit of clout chasing. And you as a grown man can't say it's not clout chasing. Because if you didn't feel like that, bro, you would never said shit on stream, bro. And you would have just not been inside this drama to begin with. You put your nose in it, so now you gotta lay it.
I have people saying, "Oh, I heard that you live in Delaware now. We gonna find you."
To be fair, Delaware
right?
got it.
shit like, better not show up to the next TwitchCon, right? Fucker, I mean, it's in Europe. You can't afford to go, right? Like, we gonna murk your ass and shit. Like, you know what? Fuck, shut the fuck up, bro. Listen, you gotta get up for school in the morning. Just turn off the phone, okay? People will lose their fucking minds over this shit, okay? People will lose their minds over this shit.
That's nonsense. He lives in Georgia. You see what I mean? Like, it don't even be him. It just be people talking.
No matter what you do.
But let's be for real. Let's not act like Delaware is sweet, bro. Delaware is not sweet, bro.
Right? Here's another one.
Nowhere in America is sweet.
Put a name out there, you pussy. If I'm not 100, and I mean 100% sure of exactly who somebody is, because I didn't know any of these people before, I still don't know them. I'm not going to say something if I'm not 100% sure, because if I put what happened to the wrong person, even if there's a 1% chance, then I'm a fucking pussy. Then I'm a piece of shit. You know why? Because now you're actually dragging somebody who might not be real, putting something and attaching it to their name from your mouth to them. And that's worse than anything else. If you're not 100, and I mean 100% sure exactly who it was to a T, you don't do that thing. Because if you're wrong, that's the fucked up part.
Yeah,
well, then you shouldn't say shit at all. I'm talking to my community. I'm telling them what happened.
Yeah, but if you're talking to your community and shit gets outside of your community, you can't get upset because people got their own opinion. Like, you can't be upset. You do this shit, like if niggas see this shit and, bro, they disagree with me, I ain't gonna be like, oh, no, you gotta agree with me. I don't give a fuck, bro. You don't give a fuck. You might feel some type of way about things, like I said earlier, with politics. You might be blue, might be red. I don't give a fuck who you are, nigga. You could be a fucking purple committee, my nigga. I don't care, bro. As long as we have a civil discussion, that's one thing. As long as we can hold accountability. Like, if niggas was inside of my chat, bro, having a goddamn coon off, bro, I would say something. If niggas in your chat having a goddamn clan off and you don't fuck with that, then I would say something about it. But you got niggas actively in your chat underneath you and you ain't saying nothing about it, disavowing it. Hey, you could have said it after the fact, bro. But there's no way that you're not going to be like, in any of this or even like a mod making the comment disappear. Them shits that was popping up, bro, was just going straight up into you, bro. Like, you know when a comment gets like deleted, even if you have these little like widgets on your stream, them shits get fucking sniped off. You've seen it with different streamers like XQC. You've seen it with different streamers when they put like the goddamn giant wall and be a fucking cock or a goddamn Nazi shit, bro. You see the shit, bro. You see the shit. So let's not.
There's an incident that happened.
Like,
that's all I see. What you take from that's on you, little bro. I'm pretty sure I know after everybody saw the person that did it, but I still don't know 100%.
Nigga, everybody knows it's Dez. Everybody who knows Dez, nigga. He's from New York City, nigga. From New York City. New York City. New York City. Like, we know it's Dez. Anywho, he's trying to soften the blow of the whole entire thing. And then it just goes on to everybody else. So, like, your age talking about it.
They said that was Dez and all that shit. If it was the case. If it's the case that is Dez that actually said that shit, bro. We gotta handle our emotions differently, gang. Like, come on, bro. Like, dead ass.
And I feel like your age right there, he's right. He just kind of goes on and reiterates the same point, so I ain't gonna play it all, bro. We damn near probably at the 30-minute mark right now, bro. I'm not checking. 23-minute mark. Close enough. So like with like all of this shit, bro, like
That's
it is crazy, but at the same time, your man's getting violated. Y'all niggas at FaZe is getting violated all night, bro. Like, kudos to y'all, bro, but not everybody is so graceful. Like, y'all niggas got called homophobic, like, everything underneath the fucking book, bro. Y'all took it with strides. And then some fucking random ass interviewer afterwards was like, do you have a problem with me? Because I'm gay. Like, bro, that's crazy. So, like, some of the jokes and some of the shit that is said, sometimes it leaves, like, the intended audience and niggas take it to face value. So I can get where both ends are coming from, and I can see why Dez is mad. And with most of that, this is, like, the night before.
I can't respect that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 sisters and a mother. I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Once you talk about SA, I can't respect anything like that, bro, because I would never want that to happen to my sister. I would never want that to happen to my mom. It's as simple as that. It's facts. But I'm just saying, I know how shit can get misinterpreted, bro. What I'm saying is, bro, I always leave room to spare because I don't want to sit here and jump on a shit.
the whole time you're wrong.
And the whole time you're wrong.
Yeah.
And then you gotta be like, not a shit, because I have a support base, and now it's like I'm turning my whole entire support base to hate on this person, and it could have been misinterpreted the entirely wrong way. You never know.
Des, I ain't gonna lie, just come clear this shit up. If you did it, admit you did it, apologize, say what you gotta say, and if you didn't, say why niggas are saying it's you, gang. Like, come on.
Facts.
This is some shit that can't get ignored, low key.
Nah,
you can't ignore this shit.
It can't get ignored.
You can't ignore this shit.
This
bro.
can't get swept under the rug. It
bro.
can't get swept under the rug. This has to be.
You got 24 hours, gang.
What?
No cap.
Wait, so you on his ass?
Nah, bro, that's crazy. You can't have the internet. If it's not, you can't have the internet.
Yeah, and that's real. If the internet ain't him, but even if like we know it's Dez, like Dez does have like hoodness in him.
Oh, nothing!
I'm gonna let this
Fuck
shit
all
play.
of them. I Snapchat both of them bitches. What you gonna do to me? Nothing. Come on, nigga. You not gonna slap my bitch. I snap on my dead grandfather. I was snap. You care about your bitch? Hello. You're not smacking my bitch. There's no way you smack my bitch. That's smack.
And clearly this looks like a fucking bit.
My bitch in front of me? I must be pussy.
This looks like a bit.
I must be. Gotta be. He ain't smacking my bitch. Gotta be. Gotta be. A nigga ain't smacking. I will bring Miller in front of you. You keep saying a nigga ain't smacking. I'm so this nigga. Walk right now. It's this war. I war with him right now. So I said what I said. The fuck is war? Just wait on it. Excuse me. It's a pool party.
Okay, that's one thing. What's it is?
Dennis?
Yeah.
That nigga need to be with his kids.
Oh, come on. He do be with his.
It's hot outside. You got on boots and big ass jeans though. That's my man. You look like Duke Dennis.
Nigga, I'm at work.
You snapping? You drawn? Dirty ass locks.
Dennis is crazy. That's it, bro.
That's crazy. Like, snap? Why she snapping my man though?
Like my nigga don't be with his kid. Damn, bro.
If she was a dude, I probably would have snuffed the shit out of her, boy.
And that's different. And he didn't say that. He just said hit a female. If she was a nigga and he was trying to get that clip off, he would have hit a nigga. It's different. It's a woman. He ain't gonna do it. So you can kind of see where this man's morals are. I ain't saying this nigga's a fucking angel. I don't think anybody's saying Dez is an angel. But he does got some fucking morals, and that's where I'm trying to get to the base of the whole entire thing of like, this nigga Dez, he got some morals. And then it goes on to his stream, and his clips, I feel like, justifies it the best. And you can understand where he's coming from, so we're going to load that one up right here. All right, so now we're on Twitch's, Dez's Twitch, rather. So here's his shit. He has mad shit going on. So I'm going to go with the ones I care about, which is responding to the stock guy, Silky and Rage. I do feel like him and Rage going back at it. And then Silky does call, which I think is this clip with the phone in his hand. So they can help clear up the situation as like homies and shit. So we're going to go in that order. Because I kind of do want to see what him and XQC, because XQC do be just talking out his ass nowadays. And I feel like most of it comes from nobody really trying to fuck with him. So he's still trying to get his shit off. Like, there was like one thing that he didn't win, and his girl came up behind him like a golden retriever. But you won streamer of the decade. So I feel like XQC's low key going through a little bit of a crisis right now. A little bit of a crisis. But that's neither here nor there. That's another video.
That was with me.
God,
I was not loud, and the way what he's saying, if I was just like that, bro, it's the streamer words. Niggas would have recorded me. It'd have been so much shit going on, gang. I was in the bathroom and I say, yo, gang, she was dick riding my man Castanet. She sucked Kai dick. And I said verbatim to Ralphie. I said, bro, She sucked cod dick with teeth. Bad bitches don't use teeth
And that is something.
when they giving the sloppy toppy.
Like I said before, that is something I can see this nigga saying. Because knowing Dez, knowing New York niggas, how hood niggas be, when they say certain shit might come off crazy if you don't have any experience listening to it, talking to niggas, or just overall hearing some shit like that. But once you hear it with additional context, or at least like with like, you know, some type of like peripherals on staying in one lane, is one thing. This nigga stock guy just drifted clean through an exit without reading where the fuck he was going. And it's crazy.
The reason why I'm describing it like that, because you jumped out there and cracked a joke. Even if you read it off some shit, you should know, don't allow yourself to do something like that, because it's not a game. Diddy is, and you talk about it's not even that. Not even a Diddy joke. You said Diddy, and then you added documentary. So that means you were specifically on what you're saying. You're specifically trying to tear somebody's character down. What the fuck? Nobody said none of that about that lady, man. I got a fucking mother and sister too. Since everyone want to put their 1-2 sentences in.
And that's what I mean by like when like they're talking, bro. They're not really like, when I mean like them, I mean like, you know, the podcast community. They don't really understand the necessarily dialogue differences. They just take it for the more literal sense. And I feel like that's where it's hitting on, where Stock Guy took it way more literal. And like I said with that, it's just more flavorful commentary is the best way to describe it. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Where is it at? Oh yeah, this part about Silky and Rage. Which clip just played? Yeah, okay, right one.
Let me respond first to answer y'all questions before I not like niggas. Cause now I don't like a lot of niggas. Anybody who talked about this situation, I don't like you. Niggas that's from Brooklyn, that should know my character and know me saying they try to like dry snitch like on some like, oh yeah, if he did say it, if nigga, if my dick was in your mouth, would you suck it? Nah, dead ass. Like let me respond first.
And when I seen this shit yesterday, because I watched most of this shit live, and when I seen this shit, I was like, so Stock Guy at least watches this stream. And even some of his past broadcasts, this nigga Dez is foul mouth, like to the brim. So when he says shit, it's not necessarily literal. It's verbatim.
To answer y'all questions before like, I not like niggas. Cause now I don't like a lot of niggas. Anybody who talk about this situation, I don't like you.
It's crazy.
Niggas that's from Brooklyn, that should know my character and know me saying they try to like dry snitch like on some like, oh yeah, if he did say it, if nigga, if my dick was in your mouth, would you suck it? Nah, dead ass. Like if my dick was in your mouth, would you suck it? Like now I'm asking a serious question.
And literally, like, I don't think, like we said before, Dez was not necessarily going at them, but it's just a really bad, like, Stock Guy just took it too literal versus what was really going on. Dez is too funny not to watch his clips, I feel like.
I said no cap. Ask anybody that was with me. I was not loud. And the way what he's saying, if I was just like that, bro, it's the streaming words. Niggas would have recorded me. It'd have been so much shit going on, gang.
And I feel like that's a bigger part. If you heard some crazy shit like that, why the fuck would you record it in the bathroom, nigga? Like, I get it. You ain't trying to be like Dr. Disrespect, talking about. I'm using my phone in my ring light, nigga. So talking about. Like, we ain't telling you gotta go lie. Like, nigga, you can just record a voice memo and be like, bro, this is what this nigga was saying. Like, you don't gotta do all that, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy. And with all of that, I feel like he just got the shit end of the stick and just ran over. Oh yeah, I think saying the closed boards was this the whole night, right? If this was, let's also another part. Okay, it didn't click. This is why I hate Twitch, bro. Yo, Twitch, please fix your shit, bro. Yeah, here we go. This is the one part I was like, I can say that.
And if you want to, I'm not a nigga that's gonna like these big ass words and try to manipulate somebody's character, everything. We did not belong there. Chat, if you know what I mean. I'm not reading the chat off top. We did not belong there. Us, my people. You know what I'm saying? We did not belong there. They treated us as such. As soon as we walked in, we are at tables near the stage. Let's start off right there. The bartender, the people in the arena, whatever was so rude. That's dead ass. I'm gonna be real. They took a drink out of my man Punga hand, spilled it over his sneakers, caused some kind of confusion. Niggas is overly
First of all, niggas is coming here with ties on and shit, so we don't gotta be aggressive. You know what I mean? But if you want to be aggressive, why not? We can match the energy. That I'm talking about when we first walked in this shit y'all didn't see. Since niggas want to talk about behind the scenes shit.
And I get that too. Like, if you see Punga, Dez, Reggie ain't really a threat. But if you see a whole bunch of them niggas, bro, like, you ain't gonna be fucking with them niggas. Hey, you ain't gonna know how famous these niggas are, bro. Or if they're gonna be like more like, you know, Canel Joseph niggas, like just funny niggas who just trying to prank and get like the, you know, try to get the viral moment. And the whole night, like, them niggas getting violated. So now we're gonna get back to the next part of, not this one. That part had me, I was like, yikes.
Subs, incredible. He just barely beat out Queso, who could only eat 900,000 subs. For 1 million subs. For 1 million subs.
Queso.
Queso, who could only eat 900,000
I
subs.
thought I was tweaking a little bit.
Yeah. Mafiathon 3 was one of the best events of the entire year, all right? Yeah, we know. My favorite part was when the Jonas Brothers were on. But, you know, Kai, if you need to hang out with 3 washed-up white guys, you could just go on Lemonade Stand. Isn't that right, Doug? You'll take him. And it's good to see you here tonight, Rakai. Where'd you go? Where's Rakai? Where's he at?
This is what I meant by, like, when they were making also jokes. Like, if people already came in not feeling good about being inside of that atmosphere, bro, and y'all keep taking jabs at the AMP Clover Boy camp, bro, you basically just have
Are you
Mentos
grounded
and a
or
Coke
something?
and
Like, I don't...
You just shaking that bitch, bro.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Kai, Kevin Hart, and Drewski made a movie earlier this year called Live...
And the next thing was about that, what goes into this part, was fucking Rakai. Rakai, he's crashing out. Got his ass sent back to Syracuse.
What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen?
And when she said that, I felt like, yes, for people who understand, who were like inside of that and understand about like the flower situation at Walmart, gave it to the lady, but he already told the secretary, hey, make sure that lady doesn't really leave with those. I don't want her getting in trouble. And then he gets banned for it and everything else. Like,
That was my stuff since you know. Stay having nerd.
God damn, I thought I was going crazy. Okay, I did have something else playing in the background. Fucking Desert Stream from 11 days ago started replaying, nigga. But this shit had me just distraught when I heard this shit. Because then apparently there's people at the table were just mad. Were like really. And Rakai, I think he was going to say something, but they would try to get the mic away from him before he said something.
You wanna know what I was gonna say? I'll say, listen, bitch. What's the coolest dick you ever sucked? Get the fuck off my dick. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that shit to her face, bro. And for everybody. But I had to just sit down and think.
And I give Rakai a W for that. He didn't say that. And I feel like for QT, like, and Fan, and for Stream Awards next year, that you gotta have somebody funny in there so you don't have streamers, especially from the WL community, feeling some type of way or vice versa. Like, even with the jokes, I feel like they had mad guns loaded up and were just pointing at WL community, including FaZe, I guess, if you want to count them in there as well. But Poggers community got left out of it. I get it. There's serious situations like the Miz Kiff Amaru situation, or the Sisathon Part 1 and with that Creed basically ending that shit. Like, I get it, serious shit and all that shit going on, bro. But there was no jokes across any of the lines for those people. Like, anybody who was out of that community didn't get nearly enough jokes made about them. Their shit was like little tickles. These niggas WL was taking full on lashes. And I feel like I'm Dante, his stream on Monday, he said it the best. And it was that if you are going to have these situations and you're going to have these like jokes being made, you need somebody funny up there. And I nominate I'm Dante up there to actually lead and host next year's awards. I feel like because A, he's naturally funny. B, his comedy necessarily isn't like making fun of people per se. His shit's just more of like making lighthearted jokes for everybody can laugh, or even shit at the expense of itself. And he could read the room a lot better. So like, say if like Clover Boys was getting hot at him, he would have been like, oh, don't pull out the 9. Like, you know, like he would have said some shit or made a different cultural background like joke. It would have been funny because everybody would have got it. For a lot of the jokes that were made, I feel like it was at the detriment of them. And with like QT just going on and off, I feel like this part, like if you did not see Cuffham's whole entire take, I feel like that's the reason why the WL community kind of needs like an ambassador at these things, whether it's I'm Dante or whoever, to kind of lead some of these jokes. Like I ain't saying that they're sensitive because FanFan made them, but I'm just saying a lot of the jokes that they made just was not good. Like I hate people like, oh, it's dark comedy. You just get offended. No, motherfuckers there in studio audience was not fucking laughing. You could hear a pin drop in that bitch. People weren't even happy about the Hassan dog collar thing, and a lot of people were cracking jokes on their own streams about it. They make a joke about the dog collar thing. That room was said, ooh, like, bro, not even a single LOL, not a laugh. Fuck, bro, you can have the burnt peanut up there, call it in, bro. He could be the host, and he can make some jokes. It'll ruffle some feathers, but it'll still be funny. So, with all that being said, I feel like this whole situation, yet again, blown out of proportion. Could have been a lot easier to get through. And learning on how to make jokes. And I feel like the comment section of this is literally what I mean by I'm fatigued by from being fatigued. Like, bro, come on now. Calling a stock guy a clout chaser. You can be like, this is what I mean. Like, I know Twitter is like one of those places where it is like a fucking racist cesspool after fucking Elon took over, bro. Everybody got to get their money with their check marks and shit. So that's why I don't really engage on there, bro. Like, you get a like, I'll just give you a view and that's it, bro. I'm not doing any of that shit. So for me, my nigga, like, it ain't even that deep. XQC, I feel like XQC's whole entire take was him just more, yet again, dick sucking toothlessly on Clover Boys and them, because he knows that he'll get a response out of them, because they know that they don't fuck with XQC, because XQC be wish-washy. And XQC, he ain't gonna be like, bro, I'm not wish-washy, man. I'm not fucking, come on, dude. Like, like, bro, like, it's fucking XQC, bro. Like, Asmongold, he had some fair points, but also, like, yet again, it's more biases that favor towards the Poggers community. Like, I'd be upset, too, if WL community was running Twitch and these niggas was putting up historic numbers that they can't even fathom or couldn't even fathom inside of the heyday. It's a new guard time. It's the old guard coming out, new guard coming in. And I'd love to see if out of all of this shit, bro, respectfully, I feel like if Kai and a few other prominent like streamers from the WL community could get together and host their own awards, I would love for it to be smooth, cleanly away from, viewers and panelists get the final decisions, because I feel like a panel, what the fuck does that even consist of? Like, you would need somebody who would literally watch every other stream or could understand a lot of things, because Adapt winning Breakout Streamer of the Year is fucking criminally insane. I fuck with Adapt, I fuck with FaZe, but him winning it is crazy. Nigga, I was in fucking like middle school watching fucking FaZe Adapt montages, bro. I am an old fan of like Adapt. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, putting him inside of the same group as like Ray, Asian Boy, Ty Lil, all the motherfuckers, bro, like in Breakout Streamer, didn't make any sense. People should Breakout Streamer should at least be, their stream should be popping for the last 3 years. Like, that's a breakout. You have 3 years, your freshman year, your sophomore year, your junior year. If any of those years, that's when you start breaking out, that's when you should get included. I think Wendy Ortiz was out there, and I don't even know how the fuck she got in. Because I feel like a lot of people, like, Yana should have been up there, definitely. I feel like she was criminally robbed. Rakai was definitely up there. I feel like Ray should have been up there. Fucking Tota should be up there. Cinna, she won Sapphire 2 years in a row, so she can't really be a breakout star. Who else? Like, there's like a few other people, bro, but like I said, I feel like Adapt, like, I would have been better if it was like a comeback streamer of the year, like, because he has an established fan base before this nigga Rakai can even read properly, nigga. He probably still can't read properly. You know what I mean? So it's like, come on, bro. There should be no way this nigga Rakai is 3 years old. I'm in middle school and I'm watching FaZe Adapt, and this nigga's winning breakout streamer in the big year 2025. That don't make no sense. Because that's the equivalent of like if PewDiePie got to a religious schedule of streaming consistently to meet that criteria, would PewDiePie be eligible? Or he wouldn't, because he had a little bit of streaming back then. Like, if PewDiePie just went straight to streaming, would he be a breakout streamer of the year? Like, so I just want that to be a little bit thought of next year. Panelists should be either strictly viewers or make it all public. So when people win, And also, if QT don't want no hate about who's winning, because I'm not making a whole thing about that shit and the BBL demon on stage and all that shit. I ain't making all that shit. But you should theoretically have your panelists, and a big ass bar at the bottom talking about who viewers voted for, so people can see. If you didn't win, your fan base ain't fucking vote for you, bro. Like, let's be for real. If you ain't win, your fan base ain't vote for you, and I feel like that's fair. If you ain't win, your fan base ain't vote for you. GG's, nigga, you're cooked. It's as simple as that. Without further ado, everybody, it's been your boy Haikata. This shit's been a long ass video. I enjoy the drama shit, bro, but yeah, damn, nearly 45 minutes of it, bro. Niggas gotta go. So yeah, without further ado, it's been your boy, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.